Okay, this should be over on the tool side. This is just a little ever-ready 2 LED light that illuminates a couple of transparent plastic tubes. It has high, low, and off. Now, even though I don't really have a clothing kit, I do have a pair of polypropylene socks. If somebody's having a foot problem, having a thin polypropylene sock will be pretty invaluable. So this is just to ensure that at least I have one set. Even if I didn't have time to grab my clothing kit, I have this. Foot care is real important. I have an emergency stove in here. You can see by the picture what that is. You use it with fuel tablets, which are included in the pack. Plus, you saw earlier that I have more fuel tablets as well. I won't go too far into that. Another candle, citronella. Got plenty of that. Again, the bug problem out here typically isn't huge, but should it be, I'm prepared. Here is my survival mirror, my Air Force survival mirror. You saw this in probably my other video. Forgot the name of it. I'll annotate it later. The glass one got relegated to my bug out bag, my emergency bug out bag. More fuel tablets. Set of tea candles. I don't know if they're actually tea candle size, but you can see they're the shallow ones. More emergency rain ponchos. I've got a yellow and a couple of clear here. And you saw those in another pocket as well. Another pair of earplugs, two more pair. And another, some more. So I've got about 8 sets of earplugs. Okay guys, we're back again here. Sorry about that, my video card ran out of memory again. This stuff always takes so much longer than you think it's going to take. I've also got some playing cards here. Might help to kill the time, make something kind of fun. And yet another emergency blanket. Kind of goes with the emergency ponchos as far as the shelter thing. I believe I've got I've probably got 6 emergency blankets in this kit. And I've got a pack of heat packs or emergency hand warmers. Let's see, there's 3 of them in here. Everyone knows how these work. Okay, that completes it for that pocket. And I'm not going to waste video time stuffing this back in there, but it does stuff back in. Let's get on to the main compartment. Okay guys, moving on to the main compartment here. And actually, just to recap really quickly about the other 4 pockets, you saw a lot of redundancy there. Especially when you take into account my EDC backpack. But that's the way that I like it, that's the way that I want it. Or an emergency or a disaster relief situation, you may have to help people out. You may have to, you may be supporting more people than you actually think. I suspect that that's, based on what I've seen on the news, this is almost always the case. It's never less people than you think, it's always way more. So, and we get into a whole side subject as far as trading and survival. And, a lot of people think that they're going to be the bandits of the woods, that they're going to rob from the rich and give to the poor type of thing and support themselves while they're doing it. And, you'll see the types who will say, well, I've got guns and ammo. That means that I can get food, I can get medical supplies, and I can attain these other things. Food and ammo is the most important. Well, I think that that's a pretty narrow-minded way of looking at an emergency situation. When you're talking about self-reliance in a disaster relief type of scenario, in that type of a situation, Yeah, there's probably going to be a few jerks running around out there stealing from people, stealing their food, stealing their medical supplies, their water, whatever. And they're going to get away with it for a little while. And then one time they're not going to get away with it. Well, yeah, you'll do it for a little while. And then some 14-year-old family member that you don't see when you're robbing from the family is going to put a 12 gauge to your back. And it's going to be over. So if you plan on making a living during a disaster situation by stealing from people, yeah, I say if that's where your morals are at, you'll get away with it for a short time. But I wouldn't rely solely upon that. You need to prepare yourselves, guys. You need to prepare yourselves with food, water, shelter, all these things that we're covering in here. And you know, the gun and the ammo is just part of the toolkit. It's not something that you can rely solely upon. Same goes for the precious metals and gold and silver, that type of thing. Yeah, those things can buy things, but there's some things that money will not buy. Look at Haiti right now. It doesn't matter what your financial status is. There's certain things that money is not going to buy. So anyhow, I'll cut that there just for editing purposes. I didn't plan on doing that, but now on to the main kit. Okay guys, we're getting into the main compartment. I said main kit. I meant compartment earlier, of the disaster bug out bag, or the emergency bug out gear bag. Right off the top here, a big thing in Arizona is shade, shelter. I've got a couple of boonie hats. This one's got Thinsulate and Gore-Tex in it. And this one is more of just a conventional style, but it has a larger brim on it. So it gives you a lot of sun protection. A couple of hats there. I'll put those down in front. I have an Arizona Atlas Gazetter state map. You guys have all seen these. You all have these for your states. It's a good idea. This is a bug out bag, a vehicle kit that's going to be transported primarily by my vehicle unless something else changes. You should have a good set of maps, some notebook paper, and some pens and pencils. Okay, right on the top here, this is just the order that I've packed it, guys, so sorry if I switch back and forth between food and gear, but that's just how it's going to work out. I've got 6 granola. These are Mountain House granola. All you have to do is add water to these. I think it's a half a cup in the case of these, and you'll have cereal. It turns into it's got powdered milk in there. It turns into milk and granola with blueberries. It tastes real good stuff. I've got 6 of those in here. That's basically 6 breakfasts right there. And you'll notice that I'm going to have a lot of variety. Okay, the next thing, I have top ramen noodles in various flavors. I've got, I'm going to get up so that you guys can see this. I've got some chicken, beef, and some Oriental flavor in there. And there's 8 of those. There's 8 dinners, 8 lunches, 8 breakfasts in a pinch. I've got a whole box here of 8 individually packaged hot chocolates, and these are large packs of hot chocolate. I think they're 1.2 ounces each. The typical size is 8 ounces, so there's a little extra in here. It makes a big cup. Next, I got a whole box of apple cinnamon Nutri-Grain bars. I'm trying to see how many are in here. There's a lot. I've got it over at Price Club. There's 16 Nutri-Grain bars in here. Each one of these have 130 calories. You can easily make a breakfast out of that. So a little variety there for breakfast. Or for a snack. Okay, I have 24 ounces of grade A honey. So this is a great sweetener. It doesn't go bad. Okay, we got a lot of weight here. But if you consider how many calories are in this 24 ounce I think per tablespoon, it's 60 calories. And I think there's, let's see here, 32 servings, 32 times 60 calories in honey. So I think it's a wonder food. It's a miracle food. Great stuff, and it can be used to sweeten things. Can be used just to lift spirits up, or as you have somebody who needs sugar, that's quickly digestible. Good sugar. This is the way to do it.